MOG is oh so threatening a breakout. Let's just go right to the 30-day chart right here. So you can see about 2 weeks ago, we had our first breakout right here, went to over 400 million market cap, didn't have quite enough momentum, so it pulled back. Then a week later, so approximately a week ago from now, it had another pump, a little bit higher, this time to 430 million. MC, give or take. Again, it ran out of steam, pulled back. Now we are on our third weekly pump. This time we're at about 420 million market cap currently. Does it have enough momentum to sustain? That is the question. But indeed, on the day, MOG is up 9%, which is pretty impressive. On my large cap meme personal watch list, you can see MOG is the #1 performer on the 24-hour. And then indeed, amongst all the top 30 memes by market cap, we're looking at the 24-hour return. MOG is the #2 best performer right there, up 10.5%. They only a little bit behind Floki, up 11%, and those two coins have outperformed everything else in the top 30 memes. So MOG is hot today, at least. Now, before we go any further with MOG, my partner exchange, BTCC, it's July, and they have some new campaigns/giveaways going on. As a quick reminder, BTCC is fully available for traders in the USA like myself and pretty much everywhere else. Additionally, BTCC is moving up the rankings. They are currently ranked in the top 50 for spot exchanges and in the top 30 for futures. Now, the new campaigns they have going on, there's this one here with about 2.5 days left. It's pretty simple. Just deposit $200, and then you get $10 cash back. Just do it before the end of the campaign period. They also have a $100 giveaway. 3 different people will get $100 if you subscribe to the BTCC YouTube page, make a comment on a video, interact with this tweet, and then you will be in the drawing. And if you do want to sign up for BTCC and you haven't signed up yet and you want to get up to $10,000 in bonuses, use my link at the top of the video description area right down there. Now back to MOG, and Free Electron put up a good tweet. MOG looks like it's on the verge of nuking upward. I would certainly have to agree with that. We're looking at some very, very good consolidation right here, and we're still at 75% off all-time highs. Now, Free Electron, again, he is an early Giga whale. That's what he made his money on, and he has aped MOG. About 2 months ago, he's been big in the community just because he compares it to SPX. So SPX and MOG, I'm a fan of both projects. They seem to have equally good teams, equally solid fundamentals, good leadership. But MOG is still about 75% off its all-time high, whereas SPX is basically right at its all-time high. So even though you would think these two projects would move in unison going forward, and they could, they are both large cap memes on Ethereum, it seems that MOG might have more upside. We shall see, though. Tough call. What else do we have here? This is a good tweet. MOG and Pepe look like twins on the weekly. This is MOG, and then here is Pepe. I would have to agree. And then if you look at the long-term MOG and Pepe charts, this is just scary. So here's MOG, and then here's Pepe. So this part right here is just absolutely identical the last like 8-9 months. Here, and then here, the only slight, and they're both consolidated in the last 2 weeks or so, the only slight difference is Pepe dipped not quite as much from its all-time high here. Pepe dipped maybe, I don't know, 65, 70%, whereas MOG famously dipped between 80 and 90%. Now, here's a good tweet here. This guy is pointing out that MOG has had 3 major pumps in its almost 2-year existence, and those pumps have occurred every 6 months. So he's implying that we're overdue for the 4th pump. So I kind of checked him, and he's mostly correct. So we've had basically 3 big pumps. This one, and this one, and then these all occurred approximately 5 months apart from each other. This one was give or take 5 months after that one. This one was give or take 5 months after that one. Now it's been 8 months since the last pump, which was in December. What is that? 7 months, 8 months, something like that. So you could look at it one of 2 ways. A, it's either we're in a totally new cycle and the every 5-6 months pumps are not going to happen anymore, or B, we are long overdue for that 4th pump. I'm going to tend to look on the latter for that one. What else do we have here? We got some TA. MOG is heating up. He drew some lines right there. It looks bullish. MOG is about to go nuclear. He did another little TA write-up right here. And then indeed, as I pointed out, MOG, it was one of the top performers in the last 24 hours. This tweet was just made about 2 hours ago. And then at one point, I guess it was even the biggest 24-hour gain amongst all top 200 currencies. So again, momentum is the big thing. We want to sustain this upward momentum and not pull back. But you know, a coin having ups and downs is much better than a coin going flat because it shows that trade volume is picking up and traders can get enthused. That's what you want. Another good tweet. Imagine you were selling MOG before Robinhood, OKX, Binance listing. So this is the main bullish factor about MOG. They are listed on Coinbase, but not Binance or OKX, not Binance or Robinhood. OKX doesn't really list meme coins anymore. I'd be shocked if they ever listed on that. But Binance and Robinhood does. And since Coinbase already kind of pre-approved MOG, then yes, I think it increases the chances of a Binance and Robinhood listing. Additionally, Binance doesn't really have any connection to like Ethereum. Like a lot of people say based Brett would never get listed on Binance because Binance is never going to list any base chain coins because that's a competitor. MOG doesn't have any of that competitor thing. Yes, Coinbase listed them first because it's an American project, but there's no allegiance with like MOG and Ethereum strictly to Coinbase. Both these exchanges, Binance and Coinbase, like all Ethereum projects. So they like the good Ethereum projects. What else do we have here? MOG is not just a token. It is a cultural shift. When you're holding, you're positioned at the forefront of a movement that transcends finance. Stay ahead, stay dominant. So well written, that tweet. This should have way more views than 51. It's like that person's style. It is never too late to buy MOG. We're still at the beginning. MOGing has yet to begin. Few understand. So it sounds like just kind of a basic tweet. But again, it's never too late to buy MOG because this coin is still 75% below its all-time high. So you can make a case. It really can't go down too much from current levels. It's just a matter of when it is going to pump. And I think it's going to be sooner rather than later. That is it for now. MOG Army, drop a comment down below. Say hi. Hit the like, subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll be back later in the video. Bankrupt signing out. Catch you later.